The small apartment felt empty when Lisa returned from her shift at the spaceport. She tossed her pilot jacket onto the couch and kicked off her boots. Her muscles ached from the long haul flight between Earth and the Mars colony. Her cargo runs paid well, but the isolation in space for days at a time wore her down. She walked to the kitchen and opened the cooling unit. Nothing but a half-empty bottle of juice and some leftover noodles from 2 nights ago. Lisa sighed and closed the door. She would need to go shopping tomorrow. The communication panel on her wall blinked with a message. Lisa pressed the button, and the face of her supervisor appeared. "We need you for an emergency run tomorrow morning," he said without greeting. "A supply. Ship to Phobos station has engine trouble. You are the only pilot available." Lisa frowned. "But I just got back. I have 3 days off scheduled." Her supervisor looked unmoved. "The colonies need these supplies. It pays double your normal rate." Lisa ran her hand through her short brown hair. "Fine, what time?" 6 a.m. Earth Standard Time. "Be at the port by 5 for prep." The screen went dark before she could respond. Lisa threw a cup across the room. It shattered against the wall. She immediately regretted the outburst and began picking up the pieces. The next morning, Lisa arrived at the spaceport while the sky was still dark, her small transport ship. The Wanderer sat on the launch pad, already being loaded with crates. Her mechanic Pamela waved from beside. "The engine housing all fueled up and ready to go," Pamela said as Lisa approached. "Looks like a standard run, medical supplies mostly." Lisa nodded, scanning the manifest on her tablet. 4-day round trip if all goes well." Pamela patted the ship hull. "You know the Wanderer never lets you down. Plus with double pay you can finally get that apartment upgrade you wanted." Lisa managed to smile as she climbed aboard. The cockpit welcomed her with familiar blinking lights and humming systems. She ran through pre-flight checks with practiced efficiency. Within an hour she was cleared for takeoff. The journey to Mars orbit was uneventful. Lisa docked briefly at Martian orbital station to refuel before continuing to Phobos, the larger of Mars' 2 moons. The small station there served as a research outpost and relay point for deeper space missions. As Lisa approached Phobos, she noticed something unusual on her scanner. A small blip appeared, then disappeared. Several minutes later, it reappeared closer to her position. Lisa frowned and adjusted her sensors. This sector should be empty except for scheduled traffic. She opened a channel to Phobos station. "Phobos Control. This is transport vessel. Wanderer. I'm picking up an unidentified object near my approach. Vector static," answered her. The station should have responded immediately. Lisa felt unease creeping up her spine. She tried again. "Phobos Control. Please respond." Nothing. Her scanner beeped again. The object was now clearly visible. A small ship, drifting without power about 20 kilometers from her position. Lisa changed course to investigate. Despite protocol warning against approaching unknown vessels, her curiosity and concern won out. As she drew closer, Lisa could see it was unlike any ship design she recognized. About half the size of her transport, its hull was sleek with flowing lines that seemed almost organic rather than manufactured. There were no visible thrusters or navigation lights. A faint glow emanated from what appeared to be windows. Lisa brought the Wanderer alongside and matched the drift pattern. She scanned the strange vessel. No radiation leaks, no dangerous compounds. She made a decision, keeping her emergency beacon active. Lisa suited up in her EVA gear and prepared the airlock for a spacewalk. She secured a tether to her suit and pushed off from her ship. The distance between vessels was small, but in the silence of space, the journey felt eternal. The surface of the alien craft was smooth, like polished metal, but warm to the touch even through her gloves. Lisa found what appeared to be a hatch with symbols she did not recognize. She ran her scanner over it. To her surprise, the hatch slid open. Lisa hesitated, then pulled herself inside. The airlock cycled automatically. She checked her suit sensors. The atmosphere inside was breathable, similar to Earth standard, but with higher oxygen content. Lisa kept her helmet on as she moved deeper into the ship. The interior was minimalist, with curved walls and soft lighting that seemed to follow her movements. She reached what appeared to be a control room with a single chair, molded into the floor. A figure lay slumped beside the chair. Lisa approached cautiously. Her heart pounded. The figure was humanoid female with silvery hair that floated gently in the low gravity. Her skin was pale lavender, her face peaceful in unconsciousness. She wore a form-fitting suit of material that shimmered like oil on water. Lisa checked for life signs. Her scanner indicated the being was alive, but in some sort of suspended animation. Lisa made another decision, one that would change the course of human history. Though she did not know it then, she carefully lifted the alien woman. She was surprisingly light, even accounting for the reduced gravity. Lisa carried her back to the airlock and across the gap to her own ship. Once inside, she laid the woman on the small medical cot in the crew quarters. Lisa sent an emergency message to Earth authorities, but this far-out communications took hours to reach home. She would need to make decisions on her own. The alien woman remained unconscious as Lisa completed her delivery to Phobos. The station personnel were too busy with their own emergency power. Failure to ask questions about her extra passenger. Lisa refueled quickly and began the journey back to Earth on the second day of the return trip. Lisa heard a sound from the crew quarters. She turned to find the alien woman standing in the doorway of the cockpit. Her eyes were completely black without whites or visible irises. She observed Lisa with curious intensity. Lisa froze, uncertain what to do. "Hello," she said finally. "I found your ship. You were hurt." The alien tilted her head slightly, studying. She raised a slender hand to a small device at her throat. When she spoke, her voice was melodic, with an electronic undertone. "Thank you for your assistance. My ship experienced a critical system failure. I had entered stasis to conserve life." Support. Lisa blinked, surprised at the perfect translation. "Where are you from?" "I come from far beyond your solar system." The alien woman moved with fluid grace into the cockpit. "My name is..." She made a musical sound impossible for human vocal cords. Lisa smiled. "I can't pronounce that." The alien nodded. "You may call me Alicia." "It is close enough." Lisa introduced herself in return. "What were you doing near Mars exploring?" Alicia replied simply, "My people study emerging spacefaring civilizations." Lisa felt a chill. "Are there many others like you out there? More than you can imagine?" Alicia said, "But we rarely interfere. We observe." Lisa had 1,000 questions, but Alicia seemed tired despite her composed appearance. The alien returned to the crew quarters to rest. For the next 2 days, they shared the small ship. Lisa told Alicia about Earth, about human civilization, about herself. Alicia listened intently, asking occasional questions but sharing little about her own origins. As they approached Earth orbit, Lisa realized she had not yet contacted authorities about her passenger. A part of her wanted to keep Alicia secret. She worried how governments might react to an alien visitor. "I should report your presence," Lisa said finally. "There's protocols for first contact." Alicia touched Lisa's arm gently, sending an unexpected warmth through her. "I would prefer to remain undiscovered for now. My presence here was unplanned. I need to learn more before formal contact." Lisa knew she should refuse, but something in those black eyes made her trust Alicia. "I have a small place in Nevada. It's isolated. No one would look for you." "There." Alicia smiled. "Thank you." Lisa landed at the spaceport outside Las Vegas. She smuggled Alicia out in a shipping container, with air holes, feeling like a criminal. The drive to her remote apartment took another hour. "This is home," Lisa said as they entered the small living space. "It's not much." Alicia looked around with interest, touching objects curiously. "This will be adequate for my recovery." Lisa realized she was harboring an alien in her home. It seemed surreal. "What happens when you recover?" "I will contact my people," Alicia said. "But that may take time. The technology to reach them is beyond your current capabilities. How long will you stay?" Lisa asked. Alicia turned those black eyes to her. "I cannot say. But I would be grateful for your hospitality while I am here. I can share knowledge with you in return." Lisa should have been terrified. Instead, She felt a strange excitement. She made up the couch for Alicia and showed her how the shower worked. That night, Lisa lay awake thinking about the extraordinary turn her life had taken. An alien was sleeping on her couch. An alien named Alicia, with lavender skin and eyes like the deepest space. The universe had suddenly become much larger and much stranger, and somehow it had delivered a piece of itself right to Lisa's doorstep. Weeks passed and Alicia remained with Lisa. The alien learned human customs quickly. She watched streams on the entertainment system absorbing languages and cultural references. She helped around the small apartment and listened to Lisa's stories. About her flights, Lisa took extended leave from the spaceport claiming family emergency. She used savings to cover expenses. The truth was, she could not bear to leave Alicia alone. Each day revealed new wonders about her visitor. Alicia could move objects without touching them. She demonstrated one morning by floating Lisa's coffee cup across the kitchen table. "How are you doing that?" Lisa gasped. Alicia smiled. "It is a simple manipulation of energy fields. All sentient beings can learn this with proper training. Can you teach me?" Alicia considered this. "Your species has the potential, but it would take decades of practice." Lisa watched fascinated as Alicia returned the cup gently to the table. When she was not looking, Alicia would sometimes stare at her with an expression Lisa could not decipher. They settled into a routine. Lisa taught Alicia to cook human food. Alicia showed Lisa mathematical equations that made her head spin. They took walks in the desert at night, Alicia explaining constellations from perspectives Lisa had never considered. One evening, as they sat watching the sunset from Lisa's small porch, Alicia turned to her. "I have been here 2 months now." Lisa nodded, trying to ignore the fear that Alicia might leave. "Has it been that long?" Alicia's black eyes reflected the fading light. "I have learned much about humans, about you." "What have you learned?" Lisa asked. "That you are kind," Alicia said. "That you took in a stranger at great personal risk. That you ask questions before making judgments, that you find beauty in simple things." Lisa felt her face warm. "Thank you." Alicia moved closer. Their shoulders touched, sending that now familiar warmth through Lisa's body. "My people do not form attachments easily. We live long lives. We learn to keep emotional distance." Lisa turned to look at her. "How long do your people live?" Alicia hesitated. "What you would call 500 years. Perhaps longer." Lisa tried to imagine such a lifespan. "So I must seem very temporary to you." Alicia reached out one lavender hand and placed it over Lisa's. "All life is temporary, Lisa. The universe itself will end someday. What matters is connections. The energy between beings." Lisa felt something shift between them. Alicia's face was close enough that Lisa could see flecks of silver in those black eyes. "I have formed a connection to you," Alicia said quietly. Lisa leaned forward, and their lips met. Alicia's were warm, surprisingly soft. The alien tensed briefly, then returned the kiss. Her hand moved to Lisa's, face gently exploring. When they separated, Lisa felt breathless. "I should not have done that. I'm sorry." Alicia smiled, that mysterious curve of lips. "I am not." That night, Alicia did not sleep on the couch. Months passed. Their relationship deepened. Lisa never returned to her job at the spaceport. Instead, she found work at a local shipping company that allowed her to come home each night to Alicia. The alien continued her studies of humanity through books and streams, occasionally venturing into the small town nearby disguised in sunglasses and scarves. Alicia began to share more about her people. The collective, as she called them, was an ancient civilization spanning hundreds of star systems. They maintained peace through shared knowledge and resources. The collective observed developing species waiting until they reached certain technological and social milestones before making contact. "We protect the galaxy," Alicia explained one night as they lay together watching stars through the skylight above Lisa's bed. "We prevent aggressive species from harming others. We share technology with those ready to use it wisely." "Are humans ready?" Lisa asked. "Not yet." Alicia said, "You still fight among yourselves. You would use advanced technology for weapons, but you are progressing. Lisa rolled onto her side to look at Alicia. Is that why you're here to study our progress? Alicia was silent for a long moment. My presence here was accidental. My ship malfunctioned during routine observation, but yes, I report my observations to the collective. Lisa felt a twinge of unease. Are you reporting about me? Alicia touched Lisa's face. I have not reported my exact circumstances. The collective knows I am safe recovering. They do not know about us. That would be complicated. Lisa covered Alicia's hand with her own. Why complicated agents of the collective are not supposed to form attachments to study subjects, Alicia said. It clouds judgment. So I'm a study subject. Lisa pulled away slightly. Alicia sat up. No, you are much more. You are unexpected. You are the first being in 70 years of service that has made me question my purpose. Lisa felt the weight of those words. What happens when your people come for you? Alicia looked away. I do not know. Their first year together passed. They celebrated with a small cake Lisa baked. The candle made Alicia laugh, a sound like wind chimes. Lisa had never felt happier, despite the uncertainty of their future. They moved to a larger house further from town with a garden. Alicia grew strange plants with her knowledge of alien botany. Some had healing properties, others simply beautiful blooms that opened only at night. Lisa built a small observatory on the roof, where they spent evenings mapping stars. Alicia began working on a communications device using parts Lisa salvaged from junkyards. I must eventually contact the collective. Alicia explained I cannot remain missing forever. Lisa understood, but each component added to the device felt like time slipping away. One evening, Lisa returned home to find Alicia standing in the garden looking at the sky. Her posture was rigid, unusual for her normally fluid movements. What's wrong? Lisa asked. Alicia turned. They are coming. Lisa felt her stomach drop. Who? The collective? Alicia said. A scout ship entered your solar system yesterday. They will have detected my biological signature. How long? Lisa whispered. Perhaps a week. Alicia's voice was flat. Perhaps less. Lisa took Alicia's hands. What will happen? I will be recalled, Alicia said. My mission will be reassigned. I will report my findings. And us? Alicia looked down. Our relationship is unauthorized. I would face consequences. Can't you stay? Lisa pleaded. Can't you tell them you want to remain here? The collective does not recognize individual preferences in matters of duty, Alicia explained. We serve the greater good. Lisa felt tears forming. I love you. Doesn't that matter? Alicia's black eyes glistened. I have lived 5 times your lifespan. I have visited 12 different worlds. I have observed countless species. I have never felt what I feel for you. It matters to me more than I can express. They spent the next days in desperate closeness. Lisa took leave from work. They rarely left their bed except to eat. They talked about everything and nothing. Alicia shared stories of distant worlds. Lisa told childhood memories. They made promises they both knew might be impossible to keep. On the 7th day, Alicia froze while they were having breakfast. Her head tilted as though listening to something beyond human hearing. They're here, she said. Lisa followed her outside. A distortion appeared in the sky above their house. The air shimmered and bent light, forming patterns that hurt Lisa's eyes to watch. Alicia stood, calmly, her silvery hair lifting slightly as though in a breeze despite the still morning air. A beam of light shot down surrounding Alicia. Lisa tried to reach for her, but found she could not move. I must go, Alicia said. Her voice seemed to come from inside Lisa's mind. I have been recalled. Lisa fought against her immobility. No, please stay. I cannot. Alicia's mental voice was tinged with sadness. Know that what we shared was real. Know that I will carry it with me always. The light intensified. Alicia's form began to fade. Lisa felt tears streaming down her face, unable to even wipe them away. On the kitchen table, Alicia said, You will find what you need. Then she was gone. The light vanished. The distortion in the sky disappeared. Lisa could move again. She fell to her knees, sobbing in the dirt of their garden. Later, she found a small device on the kitchen table, with a note written in Alicia's elegant hand. "When the time comes, this will lead you to me. Trust what is between us." Lisa held the device to her chest. It hummed with faint energy. She did not understand its purpose, but she would keep it safe. She would wait, no matter how long it took. Lisa did not know then that it would be 5 years before she saw Alicia again. 5 years that would change everything, 5 years that would bring war to Earth. 3 months after Alicia disappeared, the first Vrakan ships appeared in Earth orbit. 7 massive vessels positioned themselves over major cities. Their hulls were dark and angular, unlike the smooth curves of Alicia's craft. They broadcast a simple message in all Earth languages: surrender resources or face extinction. Global panic followed. Governments scrambled to respond. Military forces worldwide mobilized. But Earth had no weapons capable of threatening the alien ships. The first attack came without warning. A beam of energy struck Las Vegas, vaporizing the city center. Lisa watched the distant explosion from her house in the desert. Her hands shook as she clutched the device Alicia had left behind. It remained silent in the following weeks. More cities fell. The pattern became clear. The Vrakan destroyed a population center, then harvested resources from the surrounding area. Their ground troops, blue-skinned warriors standing over 7 feet tall with bony ridges along their skulls, moved with terrible efficiency. Humanity fought back. Conventional weapons proved ineffective against Vrakan armor and shields. But humans were resourceful. Nuclear strikes damaged 2 Vrakan ships, forcing their retreat. A coordinated electromagnetic pulse disabled Vrakan ground vehicles in the European theater. Lisa joined the resistance. Her experience as a pilot made her valuable. She flew salvaged helicopters on supply runs between hidden bases. She carried refugees to safety. She wondered if Alicia knew what was happening to Earth, if the collective was aware of the invasion, if they cared. 1 year into the war, scientists reverse-engineered, captured Vrakan technology, creating weapons that could penetrate alien defenses. The tide began to turn. Slowly, painfully, humanity pushed the invaders back. Lisa was recruited into a special unit piloting experimental aircraft based on Vrakan designs. Her knowledge of alien technology proved useful, though she never revealed the source of her insights. During training, she met Commander Kate Adams, a tough military leader who recognized Lisa's talents. "You fly like you've seen these ships before," Kate remarked after a simulation. Lisa shrugged. "Just intuition." Kate didn't believe her, but didn't press. 2 years into the war, they became friends, then something more. Their relationship was intense, born of shared danger and grief. Kate had lost her family in the attack on Chicago. Lisa never spoke of Alicia, but the memory of lavender, skin and black eyes haunted her dreams. The device remained silent. 3 years after first contact, Earth forces had reclaimed most of the planet. The remaining Vrakan retreated to space. Lisa was promoted to squadron leader. Her unit specialized in atmospheric defense. Her pilots respected her calm under pressure, her seemingly supernatural ability to predict Vrakan tactics. The war expanded beyond Earth. The Vrakan attacked human colonies on Mars and the moons of Jupiter. Earth ships followed. Utilizing captured alien drives, humanity had become a spacefaring civilization through necessity, not exploration. The solar system became a battlefield. Lisa carried Alicia's device with her on every mission. It never left her possession. Kate questioned her about it once after noticing Lisa clutching it during a nightmare. "It's a good luck charm," Lisa lied. Kate accepted this, but a distance grew between them. Lisa could not give herself fully to Kate, not while she held on to hope that Alicia might return someday. Their relationship cooled, returning to professional friendship. 4 years into the war, Lisa was assigned to the colony on Proxima b, Earth's first extrasolar settlement. The planet orbited the closest star to Sol, just over 4 light years away. Before the war, it had been a scientific outpost. Now it was a military stronghold. The journey took 3 months in cryosleep. Lisa dreamed of Alicia during the long, cold sleep. The device clutched in her frozen hand seemed to pulse with energy for the first time in years. Proxima B was a harsh world, most of its surface covered in rocky deserts with a thin, breathable atmosphere. The human colony consisted of interconnected domes surrounding a central command facility Lisa was assigned. Quarters in the military sector. Commander Kate Adams was there to greet her when she emerged from the transport. Their reunion was professional, but warm. "Welcome to the front line," Kate said. "I requested you specifically for this assignment. The Vraken have established a major base on the far side of the planet," Lisa learned during briefing. "They were preparing for a massive counterattack against Earth. Our job is to stop them here." Kate explained to the assembled pilots. "This is where we end this." Where Lisa spent weeks running reconnaissance flights mapping Vraken positions. Her squadron developed strategies for the coming battle. The device from Alicia grew warmer each day. Lisa kept it in her flight suit close to her heart. The night before, the planned assault. Lisa sat alone on a ridge overlooking the alien landscape. The sky above was crowded with unfamiliar stars. She held the device in her palm. It was definitely glowing now. A faint blue light pulsing like a heartbeat. "Are you coming back?" Lisa whispered to the stars. "Is that what this means?" The device suddenly grew hot, nearly burning her skin. Lisa almost dropped it. A tiny hologram appeared above it. A star map with a blinking point of light. The image zoomed in, showing a planet, then a continent, then a specific location. Lisa recognized the landscape around the colony. The hologram showed the battlefield where tomorrow's assault would take place. A message in Alicia's elegant script appeared beneath the map. "Wait for me." Lisa's heart pounded. She ran back to the base searching for Kate. She found the commander in the strategy room reviewing battle plans. "We need to delay the attack." Lisa gasped. Kate looked up alarmed. "Why? What did you find?" Lisa hesitated. She couldn't reveal the truth. "Something's coming. Something that could change everything." Kate studied her face. "You've never steered me wrong before. But I need more than that. The assault is planned. The troops are ready." Lisa made a decision. She showed Kate the device, and the hologram. Kate's eyes widened. "What is this?" "It's a message," Lisa said, "from someone I used to know. Someone who might be able to end this war without more bloodshed." Kate's expression hardened. "You've had contact with another alien species and never reported it." "It was before the war." Lisa explained. "Before the Vraken. She was different. Her people, the collective, they're powerful. Kate, more advanced than the Vraken. If they're coming to help." Kate paced the room. "You kept this secret for years. While our people died." Lisa felt tears threatening. "I didn't know if she would ever come back. I didn't know if it meant anything." Kate stared at the hologram for a long moment. Then she sighed heavily and pressed the communication panel on the wall. "General Mason, this is Commander Adams. I'm requesting a 24-hour delay on tomorrow's assault. New intelligence has come to light." The general's voice crackled through the speaker. "This better be good, Adams. We won't get another chance at surprise." "Take full responsibility, sir," Kate said. "If this intelligence proves faulty, I'll accept the consequences." The next day dawned clear. The human forces remained in position at the edge of a vast plain that separated their territory from the Vraken stronghold. The alien forces had detected the human army and mobilized their own troops. Both sides faced each other across the battlefield, weapons ready. Tension filled the air. Lisa stood beside Kate at the command post. The device in her hand was now hot, pulsing with light and energy. Kate had not forgiven her for the secrets, but had accepted the possibility that something important might happen. Hours passed. The generals grew restless. The troops fidgeted in the heat. Lisa's hope began to fade. Maybe she had misunderstood. Maybe Alicia wasn't coming. Then it happened. The sky split open. A rift formed directly above the battlefield. Swirling purple energy tore a hole in reality. The human soldiers stared in awe. The Vraken forces froze, their advance. The device in Lisa's hand shattered, having served its purpose. Through the rift came a ship unlike any Lisa had seen before. larger than Alicia's small craft but with the same organic flowing lines. It descended gracefully, hovering between the two armies. A hatch opened on its underside. A figure dropped to the ground, landing with impossible grace between the opposing forces. Lisa knew immediately who it was. Even before the armored figure removed her helmet, Alicia had returned, but she was changed. Her armor more advanced, her bearing more regal. The collective had sent her with purpose. Lisa watched as her ex-wife stood between two armies, her silver hair catching the alien sunlight, her presence commanding respect and fear. From both sides, Lisa took a step forward. Kate caught her arm. "Where are you going to end this war?" Lisa replied, pulling free. The peace negotiations lasted 3 days. Alicia served as representative of the collective, mediating between human and Vracan delegations. Lisa attended as part of the human diplomatic team, though her true role was connection. To Alicia, the Vracan General Krav represented his people, flanked by warrior guards. They met in a neutral structure created by collective technology, a temporary building that seemed to grow from the ground, its walls transparent yet stronger than steel. Collective observers monitored the proceedings, silent figures in iridescent armor similar to Alicia's. The terms were established. Both species would withdraw from disputed territories. A demilitarized zone would separate their worlds. Neither would develop certain weapons technologies. The collective would enforce these terms. Any violation would result in intervention. Lisa watched Alicia. Throughout the negotiations, the alien woman was different now, her movements more deliberate, her speech more formal. She seemed distant even when they were in the same room. Lisa wondered what had happened in the 5 years since Alicia had been taken from her. On the third evening after the formal signing, Lisa found Alicia alone on a balcony overlooking the alien landscape. The 2 moons of Proxima B hung low in the sky, casting blue shadows. "You look well," Alicia said without turning. Lisa stepped beside her. "Thanks to you, our species survived." Alicia nodded slightly. The collective did not know of the Vracan expansion until recently. "Our attention was elsewhere. We should have monitored this sector more carefully." Lisa studied her profile. "You've changed." Alicia turned to her. Those black eyes still made Lisa's heart race. "Yes, I have been reassigned. My role is different. Now I speak for the collective in this sector." Lisa wanted to reach out to touch her, but hesitated. "Why did you come back?" "The collective could have sent anyone." Alicia's expression softened. "I requested this assignment. When the collective decided to intervene, I argued that my knowledge of humans made me the logical choice." "Just logical?" Lisa asked, unable to keep the hurt from her voice. Alicia moved closer. The familiar warmth of her presence washed over Lisa. "You know it was more than that, Lisa. I kept my promise. I came back for you." Lisa felt tears threatening. "Do you know what happened after you left? What the Vracan did to Earth?" Alicia lowered her eyes. "I learned of the invasion when I returned to the collective. I advocated for immediate intervention. But there are protocols, laws that govern our actions. The collective does not interfere in natural species development." "Natural?" Lisa's voice rose. "Millions died. There was nothing natural about it." Alicia reached out, touched Lisa's face. The contact sent electricity through her body. "I know I fought to change their minds. It took years." The collective moved slowly, deliberate, carefully by their standards. This intervention was swift. Lisa stepped back from her touch. "You could have warned us. You knew about the Vracan. You could have prepared." "Earth, I tried," Alicia said. "The device I left was meant to do more than summon me. It contained data about Vracan technology, defensive systems, but it required activation by the collective. My departure was sudden. I could not complete the programming." Lisa remembered the years the device sat silent in her possession. If only she had known what it contained. "Commander." Kate Adams appeared in the doorway. "Lisa, we need you for the final briefing." She glanced at Alicia with poorly disguised distrust. "I'll be right there," Lisa said. Kate nodded and left, but remained visible in the hallway watching. Alicia observed the interaction. "The commander cares for you," Lisa sighed. "Kate and we were together for a while. During the war, it was complicated." Alicia's expression revealed nothing. "I understand. 5 years is a long time for humans. What happens now?" Lisa asked. "Will you leave again?" Alicia looked out at the alien landscape. "The collective has established a monitoring station in this system. I will remain here as envoy." My duties will include regular contact with both human and Vrakan leadership. Lisa felt hope rising. You're staying for now, Alicia said. I cannot promise more than that. It was enough, Lisa, thought a beginning. The peace held in the weeks that followed. Human forces began withdrawing to their colonies. The Vrakan retreated to their territories. Collective ships patrolled the borders of the new neutral zone Proxima. B became the center of diplomatic relations between the species. Lisa was offered a position as liaison between Earth government and the collective. She accepted. Immediately, her duties brought her into regular contact with Alicia. Their professional relationship remained formal in public, but moments alone allowed them to slowly rebuild what had been lost. Kate watched this development with concern. One evening, she confronted Lisa in her quarters. You can't trust her, Kate said. She abandoned Earth once, she'll do it again. Lisa shook her head. You don't know her, Kate. You don't know what? She risked to come back. Kate paced the room. She's not human, Lisa. Her loyalties are to the collective, not to you, not to Earth. I know what she is, Lisa replied, and I know what we had, what we could have. Again, Kate stopped her, expression softening. I cared for you, you know that. No, Lisa said gently. And I cared for you, but Alicia. Kate raised her hand. I understand some things are meant to be. She turned to leave, then stopped at the door. Be careful, the collective, the Vrakan, they're playing games beyond our understanding. Don't get caught in the middle. 3 months after the peace treaty, a Vrakan splinter group attacked a human outpost. The response was swift. Collective ships captured the rogue Vrakan vessel. The leaders were publicly tried and sentenced to rehabilitation. The incident strengthened rather than weakened the peace. Both sides recognized the benefits of cooperation over conflict. Lisa and Alicia grew closer. Their stolen moments became more frequent. Lisa learned about Alicia's experiences during their separation, the difficult politics of the collective, the sacrifices Alicia had made to secure intervention on Earth's behalf. One night, as they walked along a ridge overlooking the colony, Alicia spoke of her return to the collective after their year together. I was disciplined for emotional attachment, she explained. My memories were examined. My loyalty questioned. What happened? Lisa asked. Convinced them that my understanding of human emotions made me more valuable as an observer. Alicia said. I argued that empathy was a tool, not a weakness. Lisa took her hand. Did you believe that? Alicia stopped walking, looking up at the unfamiliar stars. I told them what they needed to hear. I kept our memories safe. 6 months after peace was established, Lisa was summoned to a collective ship in orbit. A diplomatic meeting, Alicia said. No further explanation. Lisa found herself in a vast chamber facing 3 senior members of the collective there. Appearance similar to Alicia's, but older. Their skin darker, their eyes holding centuries of knowledge. We have been observing you, Lisa Adams. One spoke, her voice resonating in Lisa's mind. Lisa stood straight. I hope I have represented humanity well. You have formed a bond with our envoy, Alicia. Another said. It is unusual. Lisa hesitated, uncertain how to respond. Yes, we have. History. The third collective member moved forward. You care for her? Lisa lifted her chin. I love her. The 3 exchanged glances, communicating in ways Lisa could not perceive. After a moment, the first one spoke again. Alicia has requested permanent assignment to this sector. She wishes to continue diplomatic relations between our peoples. Lisa nodded. That seems wise. She has also requested permission for pair bonding, the second added. With Ulisa's heart raced. She hadn't known Alicia was planning this, hadn't dared hope for such a commitment. Such an arrangement is unprecedented. The third collective member said. No envoy has formally bonded with a member of a developing species. Lisa found her voice. I understand this is unusual, but our connection bridges our worlds. It makes both of us stronger. The first collective member approached Lisa, studying her with those ancient black eyes. We have examined Alicia's service record. Her judgment has proven sound even when unconventional. Her advocacy for your species prevented greater conflict. Her understanding of humans has proven valuable. The second member nodded. We have reached consensus. Lisa held her breath. The third member's voice softened. The request is granted. Alicia will remain as permanent envoy to this sector. She may formalize her bond with you. The first interspecies pair bond, recognized by the collective. Lisa felt tears of joy. She bowed deeply. Thank When she returned to the surface, Alicia was waiting her. Expression anxious, Lisa ran to her. Embracing her tightly, they said yes, Lisa whispered. They approved everything, Alicia's black eyes shimmered with emotion. I was uncertain. They have never permitted such a union, Lisa laughed. We're making history. That night they sat together on the roof of the colony, headquarters, watching the stars, the collective ship visible as a bright point moving across the sky. I never thought I would see you again after they took you, Lisa said. Alicia took her hand. The universe is vast. The odds against us finding each other were immense. Yet here we are. Perhaps some connections transcend space and time. Lisa leaned against her. The suffering, it led us here. Alicia nodded. The collective believes all events are connected.
All paths lead eventually to balance. Lisa looked up at her. What
happens now? Alicia smiled, that familiar curve of lips that had haunted Lisa's dreams for 5 years. Now we build something new together. 2 years after the peace treaty, the colony on Proxima B had transformed from a military outpost to a thriving diplomatic center. Humans and Vraken worked alongside collective advisors, sharing technology and knowledge. The scars of war slowly healing. New buildings rose from the rocky landscape. Hybrid gardens bloomed with plants from 3 worlds. Lisa and Alicia established a home on the outskirts of the main settlement. A dwelling that combined human comfort with collective technology. The curved walls responded to thought. The garden grew food from both their worlds. Large windows faced the strange double sunset that painted the sky in purples and golds. Their union ceremony combined traditions from Earth and Alicia's homeworld. It was attended by representatives from all 3 species. Commander Kate Adams, now General Adams, served as Lisa's witness. The Vraken General. Krav surprised everyone by presenting a ceremonial weapon as a gift, a gesture of high respect in their culture. The collective observed with interest. The first recognized interspecies bond became a symbol of the new cooperation between civilizations. What began as a personal connection between Lisa and Alicia expanded into a model for diplomatic relations. Lisa continued her role as liaison between Earth and the collective. She traveled regularly between Proxima B and the solar system. Sometimes Alicia accompanied her. Their visits to Earth were met with mixed reactions. Some humans viewed Alicia with suspicion. Others saw her as a savior. The couple learned to navigate the complexities of their unique relationship. On a quiet evening, 1 year after their union, Alicia found Lisa in their garden, staring at the stars. What are you thinking about? Alicia asked. Joining her, Lisa smiled. You, us. Everything that happened to bring us here. Alicia took her hand. The collective believes there are no accidents, only patterns we do not yet understand. Lisa leaned against her. Do you miss your home world? Sometimes, Alicia admitted. It has been many years since I walked those shores, but home is no longer a place to me. It is wherever you are. Their peaceful life was interrupted when a new threat emerged from deep space, a species unknown to even the collective, aggressive and technologically advanced. They attacked Vraken outposts first, then human colonies. Their ships, black and insect-like, harvested resources and populations without communication or negotiation. The collective mobilized its forces. The fragile alliance between humans and Vraken strengthened in the face of common danger. Lisa found herself once again in a military role, coordinating defense strategies. Alicia served as advisor, her knowledge of collective weapons systems proving invaluable. The new enemy, called the Swarm by humans, pushed deep into Allied space, their hive mind tactics overwhelming conventional defenses. The collective revealed technologies previously withheld from both humans and Vraken, weapons of immense power, defensive systems beyond current understanding. During a critical battle near Jupiter, Lisa piloted an experimental craft based on collective design, Alicia beside her as tactical officer. They led a squadron against a swarm mothership. Their combined knowledge of multiple species battle tactics creating unpredictable strategies the hive mind could not anticipate. The battle turned when Lisa executed a maneuver no human pilot had attempted before. Flying directly into the mothership's weapon array, she deployed a collective device that disrupted the swarm's neural network. The massive ship faltered, its coordinated attack dissolving into chaos. The Allied forces seized the advantage. The war against the swarm lasted 3 years. Battles fought across multiple star systems. The alliance holding despite ancient animosities, Lisa and Alicia served together, their bond growing stronger through shared danger, their unique perspective bridging tactical gaps between species. When victory finally came, it was not through destruction but communication. A breakthrough in understanding the swarm's collective consciousness allowed for negotiation. The conflict ended with boundaries established, communication protocols developed. The galaxy settling into uneasy peace, Lisa and Alicia returned to Proxima B. Their home had survived untouched, the garden overgrown but alive. They resumed their life together, older, wiser, their bond tested by war and strengthened by survival one evening as they sat on their veranda watching the double moons rise. Alicia turned to Lisa with unusual hesitation. "There is something I must tell you," she said, her voice serious. Lisa felt a flutter of concern. "What is it?" "The collective has been researching human biology." Alicia began specifically compatibility with our species. Lisa waited, uncertain where this was leading. It would be possible. Alicia continued with genetic modification to create a child. A combination of our DNA. Lisa stared at her. "You mean a baby? Our baby?" Alicia nodded. "The technology exists. It has never been attempted between our species, but the collective believes it viable." Lisa felt tears forming. "You want a family?" Alicia took her hands. "I have lived 5 centuries. I have seen galaxies born and die. I have walked on 100 worlds. But I have never created life with someone I love." Lisa embraced her. "Yes," she whispered. "Yes, the process took 2 years. Collective scientists working with human and Vracan geneticists to ensure viability. The diplomatic implications were enormous. The first child born of human and collective parentage would represent a new chapter in galactic relations. When their daughter was born, she had Lisa's brown hair and determined chin, with Alicia's lavender skin and slightly pointed ears. Her eyes were unique. Neither human blue nor collective black, but a deep purple with silver flecks. They named her Hope as Hope grew. She showed abilities from both species. She could move small objects with her mind like Alicia. She had Lisa's quick reflexes and adaptability. She learned multiple languages effortlessly. She became a bridge between worlds, living proof that differences could become strengths. Other interspecies couples followed the path. Lisa and Alicia had pioneered humans with Vracan, even a few collective members forming bonds with both species, the boundaries between civilizations blurring as understanding grew. 10 years after the Swarm War, Lisa stood on the observation deck of a collective diplomatic vessel. Beside her, Alicia watched as their daughter, now 8 years old, practiced moving objects with her mind under the guidance of a collective teacher. "Did you ever imagine this?" Lisa asked. "When your ship malfunctioned near Mars." "When I found you," Alicia smiled. "The collective has predictive models for thousands of possible futures. None foresaw this. None predicted you." Lisa took her hand. "Do you regret it?" "Any of it?" Alicia turned those ageless black eyes to her. "I have lived 500 years. I have observed a dozen civilizations. I have fought in 3 intergalactic wars. I have served the collective faithfully through all of it. I regret nothing, because all paths led me to you." Lisa leaned in, kissing her softly. When she pulled back, she saw Hope watching them with those unique purple eyes. The child smiled, understanding something fundamental about connection, about love that transcended species. The ship approached Earth, now recovered from the Vracan invasion. New cities rising where destruction had once reigned. The planet now part of a growing alliance of worlds. Lisa thought about her journey, from cargo pilot to alien harborer to resistance fighter to diplomat to mother. It began with a damaged ship, a stranded traveler, an accident that changed the course of not just her life but of 3 civilizations below them. Earth turned blue and green and beautiful. Hope pressed her small hand against the viewport, her expression wondering, "Is that where you're from, Mother?" she asked. Lisa nodded. "That's where our story began." Alicia placed her hand on their daughter's shoulder. "And the story continues through you, little one." Hope looked up at them both, her heritage of two worlds visible in her features. "Your story is part of the great pattern now. Teacher says it will be studied by future generations." Lisa laughed. "That makes me feel old." Alicia, whose lifespan would far exceed Lisa's, squeezed her hand gently. "We have many years yet, many adventures ahead." Lisa believed her. Despite the vast differences between their species, despite the conflicts that had nearly destroyed worlds, despite the uncertainty of the future, their connection remained the constant star by which she navigated as the ship entered Earth orbit. Lisa watched her family silhouetted against the view screen, Alicia tall and elegant with her silvery hair, Hope small but growing stronger each day. The universe vast and mysterious around them. The universe had brought them together. An alien and a human, a chance encounter. A love that survived separation and war. A bond that changed the course of galactic history. And in the end, wasn't that the greatest adventure of all?